Hi. Hey. It's us.
It's us.
Welcome to Salty Sweet Games. Welcome to the season 2 premiere of The Witcher! Crimson and Ash. There's not a colon, it's more like a subtitle, right? Yeah. Or is
Yeah.
it the other way around? You don't
Meh.
know. I don't know. Hi. Hey! So Salty Sweet Games, right? Salty. This is me. Hi.
Yeah.
Kiana gets really confused when I don't do my usual thing.
It's very funny. And yes, I am sweet. And we are here with our assorted spiceling friends. Super excited to be back with The Witcher after a break. If any of you are new to this series, don't worry. This is a brand new chapter for our characters. So this is a perfect place to jump right in and get into what's going on. But before we do that, we're just going to run through some channel stuff and then we'll go meet our lovely friends who are joining us. So first off, let's give a shout out to our sponsor, Roll20, our
Roll 20.
virtual tabletop of choice. Clearly, it's been a while since we've done early morning stuff like this.
8 a.m. Lauren is not 9 a.m. Lauren, and we just all have to deal with that.
I mean, it's fine. It's cool. I just need to get back into the groove of it.
Yeah, no, it's fine. It's super fun.
They are a online in-browser virtual tabletop, super awesome, super easy to use, and they have their own games and all that stuff. So definitely use it. Check it out. Use our link, all that good stuff. As well, we have our other sponsor, Dice Envy. If you like your physical dice, if you like your good old click-clacks,
Chunky boys,
whether they're plastic or wood or metal or even gemstone, Dice Envy's got you. And they're still shipping out stuff. They're releasing new products basically every 2 weeks. So you can check out them and use the code SALTYSWEET, all caps one word, to get 10% off of your purchase and also help us. It's pretty awesome. And our newest sponsor, which is super awesome, is Grinding Coffee Co. Grinding Coffee Co. is a Black and LGBTQ owned coffee company. Their products are mostly organic, free trade, all that good stuff, and a portion of their proceeds go to charity. So we are the partners, and so you can go and use our referral link and also use the code SALTSweetGames, all caps one word, to get a discount. It's really awesome. And according to Lauren, who is a coffee person, I am not the coffee person here. Apparently very delicious. So.
Yeah, I'm drinking Peru again, and it's so good. It's so good.
Definitely
also,
awesome.
Kiana, I just realized, everybody,
yes.
I'm Lauren. I know that that's probably confusing because you see I have red hair. That other hair was a wig. I don't know if you realized that. I'm loopy. But yes, there is no more wig because my hair needed to be free.
I thought you were Lauren.
Hey,
Loopy, how you doing?
Wait, this is Lauren? Okay, look,
I never know who I was playing with. Never knew.
I'm gonna get us back on track from my derailment. What is the last thing we need to talk about?
We need to talk about safety stuff.
Ew.
Safety is important. Wow.
By the way, Kiana, the any voting just closed, and I hope you voted for the safety.
It's not closed yet. It is still open until 11:59 p.m. Eastern tonight.
Yes, my ooh was a gentle ribbon because the safety toolkit by @KNS and @JL_NiceGirl is historic, and we use it all the time because we value our players and their comfort and their fun and their safety above everything else to do with the game. So you should go vote for it. Yes, that is.
If you haven't already.
Kiana.
Yes, it is.
Yes.
As well, we have content warnings, so if you ever want to pop that up, we have some interesting content warnings today. So.
Yes, you should check them out. I wrote them. We have donation options.
Yes.
Go look at them. They're the same, but they're really cool, so we kept them the same.
Yeah, for sure. And of course, last but not least, if you haven't noticed yet, we have our wonderful friends at Our Telltale Games They help to sponsor a giveaway every week of every episode of this game. But for the season 2 premiere, it's a very special giveaway where it's a winner's choice of Witcher product PDF. So normally we give away the core rulebook, but they've got the new stuff out.
New stuff.
So you can win that as well.
Yeah, you can.
So just all you gotta do is just do !, giveaway in chat, and y'all get entered. And just stick around to the end of the show, and you may win. It's really awesome. Okay, I think we should probably get the show on the fucking road.
Sorry. No, I derailed all of that. Let's all say briefly who we are and who we're playing. She says to herself. You already know I'm Lauren, even without the wig. I am playing Maggie the cat, who is a criminal bastard in the actual way and the other way, and is also cursed, but is super hot and gets some a lot. So, Kiana, who are you playing?
I'm Kiana. I am playing Lupa, who uses they, them pronouns. They are the resident witcher of this crew. They're cursed to look like a wolf monster. It's great because of how things work with curses in the game, where everyone actually thinks they're a monster. It's fine, but they just hang around with their friends and worry about them as their danger senses get pushed all the time. It's great. Let's go over to our wonderful friends who are with us this morning. Let's go over to Katie. Good morning, Katie.
Katie!
Good morning. I'm Katie. I play Sila the Bard, Sila of Novigrad. We both use she, her pronouns, and Sila is ready to get into some big city business. She's ready.
Yes. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm so excited for everything that's about to happen. And of course, our friend who we just saw yesterday, but is now here. Hi, Lindy.
Hi, I'm happy to be back.
Yay!
And this time I'm not as an investigative journalist. I am a mage, and I'm very happy to be here. I'll be playing Thrin and Brokvar. She likes boats and magic. Magic more so than boats, but boats are pretty cool too.
Boats are cool.
Yeah, and I'm just excited. I'm ready to go. I got some new spells. I'm ready.
Yay! And I guess at this point, I guess we have to turn it over to Hans. Hey, Hans.
You don't have to turn it over to me. We can just keep going with all this very good, just kind of talking off the top of our heads. Yeah. I mean,
we're good
we
at
don't have to play The Witcher, right?
I want to play The Witcher. I really like The Witcher. Yes, finally.
Right, well, if we're going to do that, then yes, I'm Hans. I am the token man for this stream, so I retain that title. Yes, thank you. And I am here to make sure that we have background content for everybody to riff on. Essentially, right? So we finished season 1, and we won't talk about that because that way, if you're new, you don't have to worry about trying to catch up. And now we're going into season 2, where everyone has gone north from Temeria into Redania. And I know we've been talking about Novigrad a lot, but I kind of pitched everybody making a stop in Tredegor first. So we're going to just pop by there real quick, and it won't take any time at all. And then we'll be on our way to Novigrad. Our track record for pit stops is very good.
I don't trust that, Han. We spent season 1 in one location.
We did actually session 0 on this, though, so I don't think I can pull that trick twice, so we'll see. On the other hand, I could introduce 4 NPCs, and that could take up the entire season right there. So
You right.
Yep. So I am ready. There is a whole page of NPCs for this.
We would introduce some NPCs, and then we go, oh no, they're hot, and then we're stuck.
We have to stay.
And then we have to carry 3 more with us.
Oh, God.
Yes. Yeah, speaking of which... No, let's save that for later. Let's get into the important content, which is being in a place just outside of Tredegor, on the road as you go north from Redania. By the way, this is not something I need to advertise live, but just so everyone knows, in the Roll20 and the handouts, I did put in a map of Redania in case you want to see that real quick. I just didn't say it earlier. So
I'm not going to show anybody else because I don't have an overlay for that, but I'm going to look at it.
It's like this big too. It really wouldn't be worth it. But
Beautiful, I bet.
we are south of Tredegor on the road that comes up from Temeria. I'm sure we've had lots of adventures on the way. We've made some money and so forth as we've gotten up here. But right now, we are in a very important location. It is the Crosney Bathhouse. This is a bathhouse run by the Crosney family. And we're going to get like a real quick overview of it as we talk about what it looks like. So this is a very elaborate, like, I can do Crosney. Crosney is spelled this. Crosney is a play. What are we looking for? This bathhouse. There's like a very elaborate stone, like fitted brick building out in the front of the bathhouses, and you can see like gentle vapors from the mineral waters coming up into the air. And as you walk into the center, there's like a counter where you have to talk to the staff, which is all one family. Their last name is Crosney. And then if you were to go behind the counter, there's a section where you go down. The front area is the men's baths. And then you go down like a gentle staircase, and there's a natural cave that makes a gender-neutral baths where it's just kind of open. And you go down even further, and there's actually an old salt mine cave that is being used as the women's baths. It's considered to be very good for respiratory problems and so forth. So it's a very fancy baths. So it's kind of like my background of what everything looks like. The group has arrived. Everyone has checked in. We've got the Crosneys that have shown you in and taken your money and so forth. We've dropped off Rosent and Gramelin in the men's baths. So they're over there doing their thing. What's the situation in the gender-neutral baths? I think that we need to describe what has happened here.
Yeah, so Lupa, like I mentioned, is cursed to look like a monster. And when I say that, I mean, mechanically speaking, everybody who sees them has to make a DC 18 intelligence check to discern that they're not actually a monster. So they're hanging out in the gender-neutral bath, and I'm sure when they entered, there were other people in there. There are no longer people in there with them, as they sit by themselves over to one edge. Probably actually relaxing, although probably you see one ear like kind of twitch once in a while in the way that dogs do when they're starting to kind of fall asleep, and it's like, wait, need to be awake. And probably always just tuning in and even though the rest of their party is not close by, just keeping an ear out for within that general direction, making sure you don't hear any like particularly loud screaming or anything.
Yeah, so you've got these 3 different bath areas. The men's bath is like very raucous and loud and lots of talking going on. We'll find out the women's bath situation in a second. The gender neutral bath is in this very like just below the surface cave. So you have like a very low ceiling of like slate that's going over your head. It's very quiet. Like you can hear the little plops every once in a while. Some water falls down. There's one big cool bath and one big hot bath. And there's a whole bunch of birch branches that are kind of laying off to the side so that you can whack yourself for like massage purposes and circulation of blood and so on. But it's just all very big and quiet. And this is probably the largest, but like shortest, like lowest ceiling of the 3 rooms. So it's very peaceful and isolated, let's say.
Yeah, it is nice. They definitely don't mind being by themselves here. Not having to constantly deal with other people or worry.
Yeah. And if we were to go down those stairs, which are like very carefully cut, and they've got wood planks put down so they're not slippery when it's wet and so forth, and we just continue going down that curving staircase, you would think maybe being in a salt mine cave would not be particularly nice, but it's very nice in here. There's a lot of low-hanging stalactites, and it's got a very gentle candlelight glow. You can hear like little plip-plops of water falling down. Maybe, I mean, we're going to find out how loud it is in here. What's going on in the women's baths?
So, do they have like bubbles in the Witcher? Do they have bubbles?
Are we talking about for modesty purposes, or are we talking about to for the water? I'm not sure what we're going for.
Yes, no, the latter. Are there things where you pour in stuff and there are bubbles?
I don't think you do that in a communal
bubble
bath. I
bath?
think
Yeah, you
Yes.
don't do that in a communal.
Damn it.
I think typically you clean yourself and then get in the bath, and the bath is minerally, so it's kind of like,
Ooh.
off-colored, and there's steam rising off of it.
Yeah,
There's also a cool bath, because that way if you get too hot, then you can jump out.
you can jump
So-
back and forth.
Yeah, more like a
Cool.
jacuzzi kind of thing.
Okay,
Like an onsen. I want to go back so bad.
then Maggie, who for those of you who don't know, her hair is currently down. It's very kind of shaggy and wasn't really blonde and has been getting more gingery. That's a story reason, not just because I don't want to wear the wig. But has been getting more gingery as the weeks have passed. Very kind of, you can see like a lot of the scars like from the wolf. There's like a pretty gnarly bite on her leg. Still probably getting rid of like a bit of bruising from being body slammed by a hag. It was great. A crone. And she like comes running from the cold bath and like jumps into the hot bath where I assume Scylla and Thurin are.
Yeah.
Maggie, you have to have a little decorum. Don't you know this is a bathhouse. We have to act like we belong here.
You two have plenty of decorum for me. Like between the two of you, it's like so
I don't
much
think
decorum.
that's how decorum works.
No, you can overdose on decorum. So you
I
gotta
don't-
kind of, yeah. So I gotta kind of bring it back down to safe levels. You know what I mean? Smiles.
Don't cannonball into the hot spring.
Why?
This is the point at which the three older ladies who had been bathing nicely have now fully left the bathhouse.
Well, we've got it to ourselves. And Silas sort of stretches back, puts her arms along the edge, sinks a little lower. Like, she's not scarred as much as Maggie is, but she's got her own, like, battle wounds and stuff. But, I think she lowers her hair a little bit, like the ends of her hair, into the water and gets comfortable.
Yeah, Thrin has some scars too, which is surprising for a sorceress.
So everybody's just kind of enjoying, relaxing in the bathhouse. It's gotten, again, very quiet in the women's bath area. You could just, again, I think Lupa's heard splashing. Now, as there's someone walking up the stairs, you hear some ladies muttering about decorum as things are coming up. They're just walking up, no decorum at all. Continuing on their way. One of the two sons of the bathhouse owners, they come around, and in the gender neutral baths, they basically just, like, without looking, plop a big stack of towels down by the door and just walk off.
I wonder what Lupa's up to. It doesn't sound like there's much happening up there.
Probably just relaxing.
No, it's probably because they OD'd on decorum.
I don't. Fairly certain that's not what happened. But now we have it to ourselves. So
How big is like the actual
Benefit.
bath? Is it like swimmable or is it like jacuzzi?
So the cool bath, the cool bath is very swimmable.
Okay.
It's, designed for a little bit of moving around. This hot bath, it's a little bit smaller. Yeah, this is like a sit-down jacuzzi style.
Okay, I guess I can't go under the water and pretend to be a shark and sneak up on Thran. Okay, it wouldn't work.
you can
Probably.
try.
There's rules for this game.
Are there though?
We
Yeah,
fumbled enough, we know.
Yeah, we know all about the rules.
it's very true.
I love D10 systems. So I think Maggie just kind of like, I don't know.
Save that for our beach episode.
Good
For sure.
point. Good point. I think relaxing is very strange for Maggie. Like, not that I wouldn't like describe her as paranoid, but like the idea of, I think she's been on the move and like tracking and all that stuff for years now. So it's very, very different from the life she's been leading. So she's just like kind of antsy. Like she likes being clean, but like. So are we just gonna sit here?
Well, yes, it's what the whole thing is. We
Yes,
relax.
it's called a soak.
We relax our muscles. We've worked hard. We have to get a rest in.
Right. Yeah, no, rest is good. Can I grab one of the like massage sticks and I just like start not beating, but like really going at it?
Yeah, you
It's
just
like
get
a
to hit
little
yourself
too
with birch
hard.
branches.
Yeah.
It's perfect.
Yeah, Sila's just raising an eyebrow watching this. Just you.
So the wife
replenishing
of
the
the couple that owns the
chaos.
bathhouse is coming into the room right now with a big stack of towels, and she sees you doing this and walks over to you and takes the birch branch out of your hands. And she says, "That's not how you do that. You're going to hurt yourself. Look at your beautiful skin. You're leaving welts. You're leaving little marks." And she starts poking you on your back, and you can feel these little places where you have poked yourself with the branches as she continues to prod you.
Wait, what does she look like?
Yeah, what's the face claim?
Her face claim is
We're never
lady named
getting out
Natalia
of here.
Tena.
Wait, who? Sorry.
Her face claim is lady named Natalia Tena. She played Tonks in the Harry Potter movies.
Oh, cool. Yeah,
It wasn't my
cool.
first grab, but so, anyways. Yeah, so she's like poking you in the back with one kind of sharp nail, and now she's taken the branch and she's lightly like whisking you along the shoulders and the
Ooh.
back. It's a very different motion. Uh-huh. Like that. Okay, now she walks over to Thrin and hands her the branch. She says, "Here, help her with that."
Yes, I'm right.
Yes, help
And
me with that, friend. I
She's
don't
like
know.
dusting off the front of her dress and walks up the stairs.
Then we'll go, "Oh, you do have little welts." And then poke as well. Before, like, yes, it's a more gentle motion. Don't go like this.
Oh, right.
Like
Can
this.
you do that one again? Because I don't know if I felt it.
Have you never been in a bathhouse before, Maggie?
I mean, I have, but it's like it's been a while. Being cursed changes you, Sila. You don't go to bathhouses all the time.
All right.
She's mostly
Say so?
she's like giving you a face like, shh, let Thrin do this. I definitely know how to do this, but let her do it.
Yeah, and Sila doubts that because of the scene you put on a moment ago.
Won't.
Sila just dips down, like, face halfway into the
Yes.
water, is just like watching this.
You know, Skellige has some rather lovely hot springs. Not so much bathhouses as just hot springs that people go to, but it's quite lovely.
Do you miss it?
Oh, sometimes. It's been a while since I've been back, but I go visit every now and then. I mean, technically I have a house there, but it's been a minute since I've been back.
You know, we could just, you know what? We could just skip Redania. We could just go that way. Picks a direction. And we-
Skellige's that way.
that way.
Yes.
And we could just, you know, we could get on a ship. And we could sail there. And we could go to your house and make sure it's all spick and span.
I haven't been there in like 50 years at least. It probably needs a bit more than just a spick and span. And
I think Maggie, is trying to do math.
Mhm.
Yeah,
at
family
that.
that's still alive, Bryn.
well, my mother was human and she died when I was very young. My father, no one's seen him in a very long time. When I was very young, he went out on a ship. He was a sailor. And the boat never returned. So he's either dead at sea or just missing.
Oh, no siblings of any kind.
No. Elves don't typically have a lot of children.
That's fair.
So up in the gender neutral baths, a person ducks their head in real quick, So you get a quick glance of like a Asian complexion, like a very like they're kind of squinting at you. They've got a poof of hair, just like short hair that goes to about here. And they look in the room and they just go, "Oh, sorry." And they walk out of the room again, and you hear them going down the stairs. And you hear a couple other sets of footsteps joining them.
I mean,
So a moment later, down in the ladies' baths, we appear with 3 women who are walking down the stairs. They've already gotten rid of all their clothes up above in like the changing area, and now they're walking down. They've got their towels. One of them, again, Asian complexion, very short hair that kind of comes out in like a poof like this. The other 2, one has their hair down and kind of pulled to the side, again, similar complexion, and the third one's much paler, more of like a tanned white skin color and like rounded eyes. They're all walking down, and they're all like fairly athletic, lean build, and they just kind of like drop their towels over to one side and they all slip into the cool bath.
And I think Thrin would lower her voice now that we're not alone anymore and be like, and think about, like, let's not say anything about 50 years ago because it's a dead giveaway that I'm a magic user and we're in less magic user friendly territory now. So she would go, I don't think I've been home since just before I met Lupa, actually. So it's been a little while.
Did Lupa ever see your home?
No, I haven't taken Lupa to Skellige. It's been a while since I've been back.
I've never
Been
to
busy doing
Skellige.
other things here, mostly with Lupa.
so like, I mean, we've talked about, but like, what kind of stuff do you get up to with Lupa? Super cash.
Well, Lupa's a witcher, so typically witcher-esque things.
Which includes
A lot of things like monsters, curses,
Yes.
the like.
Yes.
Scylla has this look of pure pain on her face.
Why?
She's not saying anything, but she has the most pained expression on her face, just like, "Oh, Maggie."
Sometimes I get called away by other friends and acquaintances to go assist them with their things, and I'll always come back for Lupa.
Oh.
How long have the two of you been friends?
I met Lupa right after I visited my house last.
Oh, all right. So quite a while then.
Little while, yes. Oh, 50 years. No, I'm just not going to say that in front of you.
Yeah.
I was thinking about doing it.
Scylla puts it together.
So you'd say you two, and I mean, obviously we've been traveling together for a while now, but are you two close? I couldn't tell if you
yes.
were.
You could say very good friends. We've been through a lot together. There's kind of a look of like, we've been through a lot.
How would you describe like our relationship? Leaning.
Well, I've known you and Scylla for a little bit now. It's very pleasant, for the most part.
Right, we just have to avoid forests.
It's a specific particular forest.
No, I mean, maybe it's just good that if we just never go in a forest again, we won't have to
maybe
think
not.
about it.
I mean, there's some nice ingredients for medicine in forests. Because I so enjoy medicinal things.
So, right. So you describe our relationship as very pleasant.
Yes, I would. Yes.
But not like like
Are you
they're-
alright?
Yeah, no, sorry, it was just like stretching.
Have I upset you somehow?
No!
Did you think that I was
No.
not?
No. Mm-mm.
Right.
Just, always be assessing. ABBA.
That is a good thing to do.
Right.
Stay
I'm
alive
gonna-
longer, that's for sure.
That's right. Like I'll assess the people behind us now. Hans, what do I see besides their physical descriptions?
It's a perfect segue. Thank you so much.
You're
because what you
so
see is that
welcome. I have your back.
I really appreciate it because they've been talking for a moment, and suddenly the one with the shorter hair has gotten up and has walked over to their pile of towels. She takes her towel, which she's holding in like this overhand grab like
We're getting their
this,
towels after sitting in the cold bath for 10 minutes.
and she's walking out of the room up the stairs.
I'm really surprised people came for the cold bath. That's all I'm gonna say.
The other two have both gotten up and they are going towards you all in the warm bath.
Cool.
And they just kind of slip in and make a very brief eye contact in your direction, then continue looking at each other
Yeah, just
instead.
a little nod. Acknowledging nod.
Mhm.
Polite
Can I roll
bathhouse
human-
etiquette.
I'm gonna give a nod, and can I roll human perception?
Yep, this is a good time for human
Yeah,
perception.
let's
That
do
sounds
it.
Great.
Let's roll.
An 18.
Nice. That's so good.
I'm
Let's
trying to
see.
figure out if they want to talk, like what their deal is.
What vibes are they
Yeah,
giving
vibe
off?
I'm trying to
check.
vibe check.
Vibe check.
Vibe check.
I'm checking what their vibe check skill is. Okay, I've got this. Okay, for their vibe check, they got an 11, so you have defeated them. They look
Defeated
shifty.
their vibes.
They are definitely trying to watch the three of you out of the corner of their eyes.
Uh-huh.
Do they look like are their hands underneath the water?
Are their hands underneath the water? They are, yes.
Do they look like they're holding anything? Like, is there tension in their arms?
The good news is you did see them walk into this bath, and they were disarmed when they walked into the bath.
So Scylla, even in this water, she's still wearing her what's it called?
A knife.
Her garter sheath, so she still has her knife on, because she's not going anywhere without it. So she's just gonna just casually, hands underneath the water. Her hand is sitting on the hilt of Heartseeker, and she just gives them a nod and just a tense smile.
So anybody who wants to judge that, I mean, they didn't live through season 1 of The Witcher: Crimson and Ash, where it would have been a very good choice to keep a knife on you at all times. So I think this is good. Yeah. So with that, they continue just kind of like doing their thing.
Mhm.
You suddenly hear the footsteps that are on the staircase, especially Lipa hears this, turn into running footsteps. Something is running at high speed, and there's not like a door to the gender-neutral bathhouse. I imagine it being one of those like overlapping entryways where
Yeah.
there's just a passageway that you can walk down. There's like a very sudden turn on that where you can hear somebody's like foot hitting it and pushing off of it. This person comes cannonballing into the room. They are not wearing anything, but they are holding in their hand a very large dagger or a small sword, and they are jumping at you bodily.
Right. Love that.
What?
Cannonball!
Like a cannonball with a knife. Yeah.
Yeah, cannonball with the knife. I mean,
It's a
we already
shrapnel
have
ball.
knives in the bath. Like, why not?
I mean, who would not carry a knife with them in the
I
bath
think
if they
just
could,
like
right?
real quick at this time, I think like Maggie, before like we can hear anything out there, seeing Scylla kind of touch her knife, just kind of like reaches for like her pile of towel and like slips something on, because she doesn't actually, I don't think she has her knives with her, which is weird, but she does have a surprise.
Mhm.
Thrin will, sensing shouldn't do human perception check. She's just trying to relax and replenish the chaos within. But she noticing her companion's discomfort, because I think that would be noticeable to her because she's been traveling with them for so long, she'll lean over to Scylla first and say, "You notice you're doing something. A bit wary if they make any moves. First thing you should do is get out of the bath. Now giggle like I told you a joke."
Hyla lets out a little. Little
And
giggle.
then she'll whisper the same thing to Maggie.
That works. Okay, so we are into our gentle relearning of the Witcher combat system for
Yeah.
everybody,
Where
except for
am I?
Lindy, who does this all the time. So Lindy's
Yes,
obviously our
Lindy,
expert in
teach
this.
us.
So we're going to do our initiative rolls. So I think everybody else has an initiative button, and I'm going to make. I'm actually going to make 2 initiative rolls because of the fact I've got 2 groups of people doing things.
Oh, that's real bad.
No. It's okay.
Wow.
Oh,
Ah.
I mean, it could be so much worse.
you know,
Okay,
maybe
so
it's
this is
not
gonna
that
be-
bad. I did roll
Yeah.
a 4.
This will be initiative for up top in the gender neutral, and I rolled a D0. That's my
Hey.
fault. Let's try to put some numbers in there.
Oh, I don't
Oh.
like
There we
that.
go. That's
I
better.
don't like that.
Okay. And then the group down below. Okay, perfect. That works out the way they'd like it to, except
Damn
for
it.
Scylla. So, Scylla, one of these 2 ladies, the one with blonde hair, has put their arm up on the edge of the bath, and they look like they're about a butt scoot away from getting to their towels. And the other one is still sitting
One
in the bath,
butt
just
scoot
kind
away.
of like,
Sorry.
yeah,
Just-
they're kind of chilling.
It's a unit of measurement. I'm about it now.
I want to, the one who's a butt scoot away, I'm going to grab my knife out of my garter sheath and charge them with my, let me do this. I'm going to charge them with my knife at their throat and
Okay.
just demand out, who sent you?
So, what do you want to call this? Do you want to call this a charge? Is that what you're thinking? Or do you want to call it like a grapple or a intimidate? What are we shooting for here?
Intimidation?
hmm
Yeah, I think I'm gonna
Okay.
call it intimidation.
I think that works.
A 15?
Okay, let's find out how good this person is. Okay, so that's not bad. So I'm rolling +9.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, I know.
I'm gonna spend
The-
the 4 luck and be better.
Okay. Yeah, they are tough and seasoned in the ways of crime, and they try to resist you, but you do have that knife right there at their throat, and they go like, "We're not even here for you. Just stay still."
I'm just gonna dig the knife in a little deeper, but that's all for me.
Okay. The other one is like looking around, very like shifty-eyed and so forth, but they don't move any closer to the towels, and they're just kind of like sitting there. So between the 2 of them, I'm going to be mean and say their backs are towards the staircase area. So if you want to go to the staircase, you're going to have to go through them.
Yeah.
But they can't really do anything. They're still sitting in a bath. Yeah. So let's talk about up top, where we have 12 versus 11. It's like, it's so close. So this person, again, has taken the initiative in the first place because they did go jumping across the room, and they've got this dagger out, and they're like bringing it down in a stabbing motion towards Lupa's heart, because that's how you stab people. And they will now attempt a stabbing roll. So
Sounds
let's
like a
find out what
torso
they're
aimed
doing.
stab and roll.
Yeah, let's say it's aimed, right? Does it sound aimed? I did say it.
You
So
did
it's
say for the heart,
for
so
the
the attack would be at a
heart.
-1 because it's a chest aim.
Why not?
Torso
Why
aim.
not? It's not like I'm really trying to kill Lupa here in this bathhouse, despite me describing it very carefully. So let's see, 6 and 5. Wow, it's really good. A 10.
Well, I know what you would aim for if you were really trying to kill Lupa. So.
Well,
Oof.
okay, so it's a 17 if you're going to do a dodge escape against it.
Yeah, let's give that a go. 19.
Ooh, that's why you're a Witcher. All right. So this person, who is a very athletic assassin and was definitely going to get the drop on you, did not plan on the years of seasoned Witcher experience. So as they're jumping at you, trying to plunge this knife into your heart, what does Lupa do?
Lupa probably like is at the edge of the bath and probably just like with just sheer strength just pulls themselves up and out of the water and rolls out, so that she would have to land in the water, and they're on solid ground.
Yep. So with a mighty splash, this person comes down and they're up to like their midriff in the water. So they're just like splashing down and they're turning so they're facing towards you and they still have this dagger drawn. What's Lupa gonna do?
Lupa's gonna reach down and grab her head and push it under the water, while the other hand reaching for the hand with the knife.
Okay. So this is gonna be a brawl.
Yep.
And are we going to focus on the idea of this being a grapple, or are we going to focus on the idea of this being a disarm?
I think this is disarming.
Okay, so you're going to roll brawling, and then I do a dodge escape.
Yes. Come on, sheet. We can do this.
You can do it. I believe in you.
She's like, you want to click on this thing? No, you can't. No clicking. Whoa.
no.
Yep.
Oh no.
Cool. Great start.
So everybody,
Yeah.
there are donation options down below, and one of the options is a reroll. I'm saying this for no particular reason.
Nope. I am going to roll a dodge escape. It was possible I would do worse than that, but I did not. So you've gone for like the head dunk and grab the knife. You try twisting it back in their hand, and she comes around with one of those back of the heel kicks and kicks Lupa in the back of the head, like right behind the ear. So apparently she's kind of flexible too.
Great. Cool.
And that just like you end up in a standstill where you have to let go for a second and you're both just like facing off. She's in the bath, you're not. And we will continue on. Let's talk about downstairs. What's going on down there?
So I think I'm up. So there's one who's not moving closer to their towel. I'm gonna get out. And the other one is still in the water, right?
Yeah, so one has with a knife pressed to her throat. She tried to get the towels, couldn't. The other one is effectively in the front of the staircase, but is still in the bath.
Mhm.
Is still in the bath. Okay.
Yeah, they're both in the bath, and the bath's not huge. So
Yeah. I'm gonna hop out because we've been traveling. I know what Thrin's been up to, and I want to see it. So I'm gonna get out, but I also like stabbing people, which is.
Oh no! Did you have to
I
scare
forgot
alert
to turn the scare alert off.
Oh my gosh.
Amazing.
Oh, that's so funny.
Oh my god! Thank you, Mal, for those 2 rerolls for all PCs, and then 2 extra for whoever needs it. Was it worth it? Was it worth it, Lauren? Was it worth it? Look, I'm just gonna get rid of the alert box. Goodbye, alert box. I am so sorry.
And the great thing is I've done that on my own channel before. You know, I think they're still turned on for the 666 and the 1031. So
We have a
please
66
don't
and
scare
a
the shit out of me.
69.
Nice. Yeah, mine's is 666 and
Somebody
1031.
needs to tell TK that it happened really, really effectively today. Right. So we're gonna put some kind of warning in the YouTube. What a mess. Okay, so I think Maggie like slips out of the pool onto her towel and like slips on her. They're basically brass knuckles, but on the inside they have like little claws. That's her surprise. And she kind of does that. It looks like she's getting her towel, but that's what she's doing. And she wraps it around in that way that like shouldn't stay up, but will for the purposes of game. Yeah, and I think she just she just stands up and is kind of waiting to see how this is gonna go. I think that's all. That's it. That's all I do.
Yeah, I mean, that's plenty right now because it's
Yeah.
pretty well under control. Let's talk about Thren.
yes. I want to stand between 3 meters of each of them. And I have a new spell, Hans.
Love when we get into precise geometry in games with spells. That's always great.
Uh-huh. So 3 meters is, like 9 feet, which is about 10 feet away from each of them, which is definitely doable in this smaller mouse house. I'm sorry, Scylla. I'll heal you. But I did tell you to get out. The first thing you should do if they get sketchy is get the fuck out of this tub.
This is not D&D. You can't just say, don't worry, you'll be fine later. It doesn't work that well in this game.
Yeah, but I can't crit on it, so I didn't put the spell name in here. Let me get that real quick. It's a fun spell. It's a journeyman spell, so I've learned a new spell. It is called the Waves of Nalgafar. And let me just put it in there for you. I'll just rename that real quick.
Scylla just sees Thrin readying a spell and just goes, "Oh no, 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 no! Don't do it! Don't do it! Don't do it!"
Ow. She kind of looks like gotta do something about it. So that's what the spell does.
So real quick, I
a little
have to
low on
ask,
the
did we-
damage, but let me make a spell casting check.
Yeah. Do we think we had maybe a scene during this downtime of Thrin like practicing this in the big river between Redania and Temeria?
Probably. You saw her messing with some ice magic, but I don't think anyone saw the full form. So she stands in the water, and a wave of ice just crackles across the surface. And I'm even gonna spend, I know it's early, I'm gonna spend 2 points of luck on this because I want it to be epic. They have to beat a 26 on a dodge or block.
Wow. Okay, that does include Scylla, so Scylla, enjoy
I'll
that.
try. Oh, a 19, damn it.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm trying to do a impossible thing here. Let me do that real quick.
Nope.
It's not possible,
No.
Nope.
but it
I
did
mean, I
happen.
could have critted on that a couple times.
You could
but
have.
yeah,
You could have
no.
critted and double.
Could've.
So
Give me 1
it's
second.
okay.
Oh man, this is gonna be
Sorry, I'm being
epic.
interrupted, but in a good way. So with that,
16 points of cold damage, and it can't be blocked by armor or reduced by armor because it's an elemental damage, and
Good
they are
news, no
considered
armor.
frozen because they failed their rolls. Which frozen means that they have a -3 to speed and a -1 to reflex, and in order to break that condition, they have to take their action to make a DC 16 physique check.
So sorry, Scylla, that you're involved in this as well, apparently.
Oh no, what a sensory
So
shock.
let's
to
talk
go
about the ecological damage too of having frozen this hot springs. It's in this
Yeah,
very
and I'm
nice
not affected by
bathhouse.
it because I'm the one who cast it. So there's like this little circle around me that's not frozen, and then just ice on the water, which is, I imagine, kind of steaming because it is a hot spring, so it's like melting a bit. But it's gonna take a minute. It's gonna take a while.
There's so much going on. So we've frozen the hot springs. Yeah, it's a wave. It doesn't say how deep this is going to freeze.
Silas,
I mean, I'm hoping we're not in like a
frozen.
3-meter block of ice.
Frozen with her
No,
knife
it's
up
not a
against
full
this
block of
person's
ice.
neck.
I imagine like it's like just a sheen of ice on the ground that kind of creeps up, but because we're in the water, it's at like waist level and like creeping
Yeah.
up from there, and just like it's just a creeping cold, and the water just instantly drops by like 10 to 15, maybe 20 degrees. Just whoom.
Yeah, does anybody have reference for jumping into ice cold water, like personally, where you can imagine what this is like? Because I'm not going to be this person.
No.
Okay. Alright.
I think
Not fun.
Maggie's
Especially if it was hot.
yeah.
It's not like jumping
Maggie's
into the cool water
towel
pool. It's
falls.
just
Maggie's towel falls in shock. It just can't be held aloft by her ample bosom anymore. She's just like, friend, what the fuck?
that only costs 10 stamina.
Right.
What?
So good news, we've disabled these two
without my
assassins.
stamina.
Bad news, Scylla is trapped in a block of ice.
How surprised?
and-
Do they look surprised? Were they aware that I was a mage? Like, how much research did they do into attacking our group?
That's a good question. It sounds like you want to roll human perception.
I do want to roll a human perception.
Is Simon alive?
And if you want that to cost an extra action, I'll even spend the stamina to.
I think we may be going out of combat initiative with these two since they are technically in a block of ice.
I mean, they can move. It's just they're just a lot slower and a lot less effective, and they're really
Yeah, I feel like
Took
their
some
attention
damage.
is elsewhere at this point right now.
great. Like,
Scylla sure is.
maybe don't fuck with the mage. I don't know. Let's see. Human perception.
Maggie's freaking
13.
out.
Not great. But maybe enough. Oh, it was enough.
Okay, not too bad, not too bad. Yeah, they're not terribly subtle, and they are both very shocked and cold.
Friend!
There's like multiple levels of shock.
Friend! Scylla!
I told her the first thing she should do is get out of the tub. She's
What
not
did you
dead.
do- What did you do to me?
You'll be fine. You'll thaw out in a bit. I'll give you. I'll heal
Yeah.
you.
You'll be fine.
It's
Right?
very, very cold. Very cold.
Yes. Yes. Yes, it is.
Friend, you have to. You can't use
I
magic
did.
on us.
I
was going to
told you what I
interrogate
was
her.
going to do.
Yeah, but she had it under control. You saw her. She was like,
Did she? There was 2 of them.
Right. Yeah.
They seem much more under control now. That's what I'm saying.
We really need
You
to
should
have a talk
probably check
about
on
your
Lupa.
magic. This
I
is
should
but
probably
I'm
check
the
on Lupa.
impulsive one.
You-
I'm the
Lupa?
impulsive one.
There was a 3rd one. Could you check on Lupa, please?
Oh, yeah.
Lupa, later on, when you ask yourself, why did none of my friends come to my rescue? This will be the
Wait.
scene that explains
No,
why.
I'm
Could
coming.
you please, like, I've
I'm
got this.
coming.
If you 2 would go help.
I'm going.
But-
Scylla, I'll be back,
like,
and I'll
Game-wise, we're going to take a couple rounds to resolve that,
I'll use
because
my
that's a whole
body.
mess.
It's like 2 rounds and Maggie comes running in.
Yeah, so we know that's going to happen. But
Naked.
upstairs, we're going to deal with Lupa. First off, is Lupa wearing their Witcher medallion?
I don't think they ever take that off.
Yeah,
Okay,
I think
that's
even
fair.
Geralt has his Witcher medallion on in this tub scene, so.
I think there's a certain expectation in training that you would not take that off.
Yeah.
That would be considered very poor form. So with that, okay, we know that at some point you're going to realize a spell has been cast. That's going to
Okay,
be
cool.
just like a fun ping. But in the meantime, so this person just kicked you in the back of the head when you tried to disarm them. They have the drop on you very slightly, so they're going to take another swing at you with their dagger, which looks like this. It's a
Jeez.
No.
it's only a 23. As they make a very accurate, not aimed stab, like just towards you, we'll find out a hit location if we need to.
Cool. Yeah, dodging the shit out of that, hopefully. Nope, that's a 19.
So do you want to spend 4 points of luck on it?
I am not very lucky. I only have 5 points in general, so I'm
You'd
good.
rather get stabbed now, or
I'm
save
gonna
it
get
for
stabbed
later?
now. It's cool.
Okay, that's cool. So I did not aim, so I have to roll for some sort of results to see where I hit you. The real test of any game is trying to navigate its different tables. Okay, I'm gonna roll a d10 here. So we've got that. Okay, Lupa's gonna get hit in the right leg. I'm guessing it's because of the fact that when this person's coming up, they just slash down, and
Yeah.
Lupa's like bladed to the side to the right. So they just slash across the outside of your leg. It's not gonna do as much damage, which is already only a d6. So you're gonna take 3 points of leg damage as you get leg slashed.
Cool.
And now the water starts to run red.
Yeah, that's fine. It's cool.
Hey, you're up.
Me?
Nope. We've got to have Lupa up.
Yeah, Lupa is still. It's just gonna try to keep disarming this person. Doesn't. It's more interested in getting knife away first before doing anything.
Okay, so we'll do that same brawl versus dodge escape.
Yeah. A 16.
Okay, yeah, you've got that one. So they slashed down at you with this knife, and they brought their hand back up and around. What's the disarm look like?
So probably realized after feeling that the puncture of the knife, they now watch the arc of the blade, and their hand goes to grasp that wrist and squeeze hard enough that the blade is released and probably goes skittering across the stones.
Okay, and this person just like they're doing that like intense pain face, and when they drop the knife, they're just like disgusted. So they're gonna try and do a brawling attack back at you as they try to exit this bathhouse now. Brawling's not great. We're gonna go for it anyways. Oh, no. Well, that pays back for the other one. Okay, so I've got a 3.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Let me just looking for my shit. Where is it?
Yep.
Looking for my shit.
I think it's under reflex.
Reflex. God, what? So many skills.
Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm wrong. Brawling is under reflex, yeah. Top
Yeah.
skill under reflex.
I need to pick one of these, I guess.
Oh, actually, you're not brawling. You're dodge escaping. I'm sorry.
Oh, cool.
Doop-a-doop-a-doop.
22.
Ta-da. Well, it was very easy. So what they did was they tried a really low kick underneath the water at your right thigh. So they were trying to hit you right where they had just slashed at you. And I guess Luke was ready for that.
Yeah, they're now prepared for this, and so they probably what they do is they now, because they're still on the stones and she's still in the water. I think it's probably just like this leveraging of being above her to kind of pin her to the wall.
Okay. And let's go for that. Let's say right now you've grappled this person. They're like getting pinned against the edge of the stone bath. And that's where Maggie runs in.
Naked. Glorious.
Lupa's super naked too. Like Lupa's hunted by himself.
Wait though. Lupa hasn't shook off the water. So I think like Maggie like slides in and just like because Lupa's like a wet dog.
incredibly wet dog look that's going on right now.
Just not. Looks like they have it under control. Did this person come in with a towel? Oh,
Did this
where's their
person come in with a
knife?
towel?
Where's their knife?
That's the knife. Let's say right now has fallen. Where did Lupa get the knife? Is it in the water or out of the water?
Oh, the water.
Okay, so the knife is like on the edge of the stone bath near Lupa and this person,
Mhm.
and then the towel you found discarded in the walkway into the gender neutral bath.
Mhm. Cool. Is there a door? Or is it open?
No, it's just like an
Or-
overlapping hallway. It's just one of
Okay.
those like you walk through the hallway into the locker room.
All right, I'm gonna scoop up this assassin's knife. What does it look like? Is it like a nondescript knife or like a special knife, like a fancy knife?
It's fairly nondescript. It's like a throwaway knife that you could drop and you wouldn't worry about it too much.
Cool,
But
great.
it's like it's pretty well built. Like it's real sturdy for slashing.
Hi, we got 2 of them down there, and friend froze them, but she froze Sila too. Like literally froze them.
Like, Lupa just grumbles as they're still focusing on keeping the person under control.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, this person is very squirmy and kind of like hissing and spitting at you every once in a while.
Yeah, cool. Love that.
Now, see, no decorum. No decorum.
And Lupa's gonna like lean down into this assassin who sends you.
They try spitting up at you and they are not effective at all.
Yeah. I wanna try to intimidate this person to tell me who the fuck they.
Good, we have a roll for that.
Yes, we do.
Yeah, we do.
That's a 20.
Nice.
They can try to resist coercion, but
I will attempt to resist coercion with a +9. It is not successful. So I think the problem is this person is pinned in a bath and their head is like being pushed into like a fairly rough stone. So with all of these things going on, they're not having a great time. And based on that, they eventually turn and say to you, I am totally looking something up. I didn't lose my mind. There we go. Laufin. Madre Laufin.
oh, even in the wet dog, long hair thing, they're and the general scowl that they have on the wretched bitch face that they have, like the scowl deepens.
Did they
And
Gesundheit?
Lipa really doesn't want to kill this person.
There's nothing saying you have to kill this person either.
Yeah. So they're still pinning her to the wall. And again, still leaning in. Just, if I let you go, you can go tell her that I have no business with her anymore.
Tell her that, but I don't think you get to decide.
Lupa looks to this positioning. Looks up to Maggie. Again, still kind of ridiculous because, like, hair.
Mm-hmm. Should I punch?
Just quiet her, please. Just for now.
No, there's no way I have my chloroform on. There's no way. There's no way.
No way.
You have like a locker room area. You'd have to go downstairs and get your things and get the chloroform.
I will.
Lupa just asking, please, like, just knock her out somehow.
Oh, okay. Just push her head into the wall. I think Maggie knows how to do it without killing her. To be fair, I think Maggie knocks out a lot of people in different ways.
That's very, very true. Maggie has knocked out a lot of people. We know that. Yeah. So are we just gonna knock this person out?
Yeah. Into the wall.
Just nobody. Okay.
And
So
then put
we
their
now
head
have an
on
unconscious
the
person.
towel like a pillow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. So yeah, unconscious and laying there on the side of the gender neutral baths, which are now running red with blood.
Yeah. Lupa grumbles again. Probably picks up the towel that they had brought and like and does like at first shake themselves.
Oh! Bad Lupa. Bad.
Lupa did not just even grace that with
No,
a response.
You shouldn't.
As they probably just fasten the towel around their waist, grab the assassin, huck her over their shoulder.
Right. So come see what Friend did. And she got Scylla caught up in it. You, because you're very good friends, you need to have a talk with her about not getting us caught up in her magic. Because we're not, decades and decades old.
Did she warn you about it?
Doesn't answer.
Lupa takes that as a yes.
Why would
and just,
you take that as a yes? It means nothing. I'm so subtle.
and starts walking down the stairs, with a naked,
Yeah.
unconscious woman.
And I think while that's
totally
happening
fine.
upstairs, I have just absent-mindedly, threw a heel onto Scylla, oh, you're fine. Don't, this is so you don't complain. Let me cast it, make sure it goes through.
How does Scylla
Yeah,
feel
it's
about
fine.
all this? How is this going?
Scylla is not happy whatsoever. For
Okay.
only 3 points of healing?
No. You
Oh.
get 9 points of healing.
9 points, okay.
Yeah. And I can cast it again. But that's just for this round. Because it's a D10
Scylla-
rounds, and it's 3 per round.
Scylla is just like, Thrin is going to yell at Maggie for being impulsive, and then Thrin goes and does this shit. Scylla's not happy. Scylla's
She's like,
not-
this wasn't impulsive. This was totally premeditated. I warned
And
you.
you had it under
No.
control.
No.
And so
Scylla
Thrin will
is
go,
just like
and then she'll
shivering.
just like put the hand on the shoulder, and you'll feel like a nice little warm healing sensation. It doesn't remove the condition though. That'll have to just take a few minutes. But she'll look at the other two and go, all right, so who wants to talk? Because we can do this the easy way, or we could do this the hard way. This
The
is
two
the
of them
easy
look.
way.
Yeah, they're like looking at each other. What do you think we would talk about?
Who sent you? Why are you here? I assume it has something to do with Lupa up there.
Yeah. We're just supposed to keep you you three busy.
And who sent you?
Madre Lalvin.
Have I ever heard of her, being that
I'm
I'm sort of streetwise and know things?
Yeah, there's got to be a roll for that, right?
I mean,
Has
can I roll
Lupa ever
streetwise?
mentioned this name to me?
And I'm looking to see
Yeah.
real quick if you get any good bard stuff here.
No, there's very few things that Lupa hide from Thren.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think this is a Maggie. I think Maggie's got the ability for this, not the bards. So I don't think Sila has an
cool.
ability for it.
I heard
But I
it.
do think it's probably a streetwise type role, and it's probably not hard because you're from Novigrad. This is close enough.
Streetwise.
15 for me.
Okay. So things we know about Madre Lalvin is that they are very old in a profession that is very unforgiving. Therefore, they are known as being merciless and powerful and very well connected. Anything else you want to throw in there, Kenna?
Yeah, she probably she basically has her as our grandma crime lord here. She has her fingers in a lot of different pies,
Gross.
but she probably does a lot of smuggling mostly, and obviously ambushing of like organizing ambushes of
I should
certain
have said nice. not gross.
merchantry and stuff like that. Yeah, she's a very powerful crime lord and very old in the sense that she has been in this profession since she was very young.
Yeah. I think she's good at knowing when things are changing. Like she can, tell which way the wind's blowing. So right now, a lot of her success is coming to the fact that because war is happening, like certain stockpiles are becoming very effective. So she's becoming rapidly more powerful because of the strong desire for certain things. Like if we get to a point where we need magic ingredients at some point, there may only be a few avenues in which that is going to really work.
Yeah, when they say her name, Sila, still shivering a little bit, is just like, what the fuck is Lupa into?
Oh, it's something that happened a long time ago. Surprised they're still holding a grudge.
Well, they're a crime lord. Of course they're still holding a grudge.
Oi.
It was a very long time ago. And I'm pretty sure Lupa was the one who was wronged.
Well, you know how humans are. We hold grudges for a very long time.
She's an elf.
Well,
Oh, I thought crime lord was a human.
Crime lord's
She's
human. There's
Yeah,
Crime
crime
Lord's
lord's a
oh,
human.
that's right.
the
it's
other one
human.
is an elf.
The other one's the
Other
elf.
one's-
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, mixed up there.
There are so many NPCs in this game.
There is. But yes, no, it was a very long time ago. As far as humans are concerned.
question.
She just looks at the two of them like, what am I gonna do with you two?
Terrifying. Question. Are Rosent and Grimellin in the men's
Yes.
area?
Yes, they
That's
are.
right.
I'm gonna go
That's
get
right.
them. Yes,
Okay, so when you
nude.
walk upstairs, you're nude, and
Yeah.
the Krosny family is there.
Incredible.
You've met the wife.
Like,
The husband is named. I can grab the sheet real quick.
oh, great, good.
Okay, the husband's name is Florian, and then they've got two sons who are both people from Game of Thrones. One's kind of a big boy, and one's very skinny. But long story short, the husband, as he's like standing by the counter taking someone's money, sees you, goggles, like his eyes go wide, and his wife walks up and goes, "No, dear, you can't go in there. That's not how you."
No, I just need to get my friends. Just
No,
gotta.
no,
Yeah,
you don't
yeah,
need to
yeah.
smell that.
No, I'll just get
No,
them real
no, that-
quick. Yeah.
She's like physically blocking you and standing in your way as you're like walking towards the
No, I'm
thing.
gonna go in.
Okay, I think.
Just yell.
I think this is just going to come down to a roll. You're going to have to intimidate her.
Can I just slip by her? Can I just duck under her?
Just
Yes,
run
you can just
past.
duck by her. Go for it. Go ahead and make just like a, what do we think? Athletics, or you want to go just like dodge escape versus
Yeah, I'll
dodge
go
escape?
dodge escape.
Let's do that.
22.
Okay, let's see how this goes. Yes, you have handily beaten this spa owner as you sneak by. Yep. You just like bounce off the wall and go
Yeah.
into the men's bathroom. So the men's bathhouse, I'm glad I get to describe this. It's a very nice fitted stone building. It's very circular and round. They have no natural stone in this area. That they're up on top of the land.
Mhm.
So they just have like a big swimming pool type cool bath, and then a smaller hot bath. The entire area around is done in tile, and their tile is all I have to look this up because I refuse to not look it up. It's all lions and wyverns, like doing little patterns around and so forth. So it's very masculine with like red tiles. And Gramelin is sitting in the cool bath doing the Geralt of Rivia pose.
Yeah.
Currently, he looks like Lorenz.
Oh, he looks like Lorenz. I was like,
Yep.
I'm happier that he looks like Lorenz right now, even though.
Yeah, like long spill of white hair, like floating in the water and everything like that. It's great.
God, no.
Well, at least I don't
Rosent
have
is
to-
over in the
I don't-
hot bath.
Well, I don't have to see Control
Control, yeah.
business.
Yeah.
That's nice for me.
Yeah.
So Rosen is in the back in the hot bath and seems to be like doing pretty well, schmoozing with people
Oh my
because he's talking to
God.
like 4 or 5 other guys
Wow.
and they're all
I'm
getting along
so
okay.
proud of him.
Rosent!
Rosen looks up, he goes, "Oh,
Just incredible.
and then
look.
stays in the water, like maybe gets a little bit lower in the water.
No,
Yes.
wrong way. Come on. There are assassins in the bathhouse.
Oh, and Rosen like gets up, does the world's quickest turnaround, grabs his towel, and is like walking up
I
with
bet
the
you
towel.
Gramelin's the type to just, well, and just stands up.
Yeah, why would he?
I was like, yeah, I was 1 second behind you, Lindy. Gramelin just like gets up and like has like the long spill of white hair just like going down. Just, all right.
Are there
I
any,
love Gramelin so much.
there any hotties in here? I'm just gonna wink at
I don't
them.
know. I don't. You tell me.
I'll just
There-
wink at
there's-
someone before I
Please,
go.
please roll a d10 for hot.
For hot?
Right.
Okay.
How many hotties do you see?
8. Is he
Eight.
Okay, well, that's pretty good. The men's bath is much more populated, not just because you all scared everyone else away, but yeah, there were plenty of people in here, and so yeah,
Just nothing but confidence, unbridled confidence.
we had like a young Ewan McGregor type in there. We had all sorts of folks in there. So
Oh, is he-
as we now,
I
we now
wink at
exit
him.
out of the men's baths, Gramelin has not grabbed a towel, and Rosent is holding his towel and like quickly wrapping it around
Funny.
himself. As you walk up past the counter, the like skinnier of the two Crossney boys just like hands a towel to Gramelin, who takes it and just like starts.
He
putting
does it on
around
his
head.
hair instead of his
Yes.
body.
Yes,
Fuck.
we all saw that coming, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
beautiful. That's beautiful.
So good.
And we start going down the stairs.
Mhm.
Okay, I think about this time everybody is in the ladies' bath.
I have
we
I have a
couches
towel
up.
wrapped around me from Odyssey.
Silas still hasn't put a towel on. She's still sitting there a little shivery.
In the water.
Everyone walks in. Gramelin just like does the thing, and then Rosen walks in, sees everyone, sees Silo not wearing a towel, turns around and walks back
Imagine
up
there's
the
more
stairs.
floating chunks of ice now rather than just a complete frozen thing.
Yeah,
Starting
yeah.
to thaw and crack.
So, has anybody recovered any weapons besides Maggie and
I think I would have, when I went to get my towel, I would have checked the other two's towels because that's what she's going to assume. What she
Yeah,
needed
you found
weapon is to
another
attack
couple of
Lupa.
fairly long and throwaway type knives.
Mm-hmm. I just. I was like,
When she sees Lupa, she's gonna point at the two others. What are we gonna do with these two?
I mean, best point at this case is to hand them over to authorities. I don't really want to incite more attention.
What are you doing messing around with crime lords, Lupa?
Yeah, that's my business. I do that. Don't take my thing.
First of all, that was before either of you were born.
The age thing again. Like, you
Maggie.
aren't inherently better than the rest of us just because you're old.
no, just
Oh.
more experienced.
Second of all, it's not my choice, nor was it my actions that caused this. I just happened to apparently rub Matra the wrong way.
Yeah. Not like me and Cinna. Rubbed her the right way. Do you get it? Sandra, do you get it?
I
Sandra?
get it, Maggie. I get it.
Come over to Sila and like start warming up. Warming up her like shoulders and trying to like
Yeah.
get blood flowing again.
I get it. I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Well, the jig's up with these two, and I'll summon my staff, and then bop Scylla again.
Boop.
Just boop. Because that was fixed most of it, but there's still a little bit of, just don't fumble it. Well, that's fine.
Don't fumble it, and what happens?
Jinx is, I'm gonna use a reroll because I don't feel like dealing with a fumble right now.
That is fair. That's real fair.
There we go.
Spell fumble, not good.
There we go. Yeah.
Hey.
Okay. And you get 15 more HP, so you're top.
Oh,
five.
I'm back up to regular
Mhm.
HP now.
And Lupa just.
And then I'll look at Lupa. I'm like, do you want me to look at that?
I think they look down and like finally see like the like it looks worse than it is because it's mixing with water.
Yeah.
So it's just way runnier. In a moment after. Either way, not my choice to be involved with her. She's just decided that I'm fun to mess with.
All right then.
Wanted a day to relax and not have to worry about assassins or monsters or something attacking us.
I liked it. I missed it.
It's now her territory.
Are we going to be in her territory going into Novigrad?
One of the assassins laughs.
Scylla punches them.
Would you like to be more forthcoming? Did you have something to say? And I just turn with my staff casually towards them.
Ooh,
This
can
is
you
the
threaten
long
us?
Heredation one.
Can you threaten us, please? I miss being threatened by people who can't follow through.
I mean, we're kind of captured. We're not going to do anything right now, but
Yeah, no,
this
but-
entire country
Yeah.
is Madre Lalvin's territory.
Ah, I miss this. Yeah. Awesome.
Hyla's just running her hand out. I haven't punched anyone in a while. We should probably go.
Yeah,
Just-
yeah.
My ability to relax is shot to hell now.
The water's a bit cold.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that, aren't we, Lupa? We're gonna have a talk. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah. Hey, and I'm gonna like lean, I'm gonna like squat. I've got my towel now. And I like squat by the assassins.
I'll offer Grimelin one of the assassin's towels, so he can have two. One for his hair, one for.
He just goes fine and just like holds it in front of himself at like navel
You don't
level.
have to. It's just offering.
And Maggie is like, now, don't follow us. This kind of look like she knows, cause that one did, and I caught him like right away. And then he joined our merry band. So if you don't want to be involved with this mess, you should just not follow us. Okay? Don't follow us.
Or do, and you can end up dead.
Or that, yeah.
So the blonde one who had eventually gone for the knife downstairs, the butt scooting one, turns and looks at Lupa and says,
Sorry, I don't know why I find that so funny.
"No, it's great. That's why I did it again." So looks at Lupa and says, "You know she's just going to send more people, right? Sending 3 people against, what, 4 of you? This had to be a warning."
And there's just like this grumble.
Then we'll look at Lupa like, would you like me to make a response to the statement?
Yeah, Maggie's holding up all the knives.
Just knives. So Thurn will take Lupa's as a yes, and go, we've received the warning, and I'm going to let you know, you can let your unconscious one know that I only show mercy once, So while this may be a warning, if you don't want to die, you shouldn't come after us again, specifically. This mercy will not be repeated.
We would have done something different if we'd known what we were up against. This didn't seem like a fair fight, did it?
No. But life's not fair.
You just sit back.
And you'll also keep the mage thing quiet if you know what's good for you. And I'm gonna give them a very like a twinkly mage look, and I want to try and intimidate them.
Let's do that.
Lupa's getting Rosen to get the owners of the bathhouse to call authorities.
Rosen says, "Oh yeah, they already did."
Yeah, and it was definitely regarding the assassins. It wasn't about anything else. The reason they're calling the authorities.
I think they want us to leave.
Yeah, no.
Oh, I rolled so poorly, but I'm not going to re-roll it. I'm just going to give them that look. I mean, if they do know what's good, they don't have to be intimidated, but they can be smart.
They give you a sassy look back. So yeah, Rosen's on the staircase.
Disappear my staff. I'll just unsummon it, and because the authorities are on the way, I'm just gonna pop one more spell. I'm just gonna pop a Urian's shelter because it makes everything comfortable. It negates extreme heat, cold, ice, snow, and stuff. So it'll just have everything melted real quick. So they can be like, "There was so much ice in here," and they can be like, "Oh, ice." I don't know.
In a hot spring.
In a hot spring. That's so ridiculous. All right, just.
You don't know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah.
Oh, look at
Goodbye, ice.
So
Good
much
stuff. Good stuff.
It levels out the baths again, like it's.
Yeah, it's nice and just.
I think it's time we got our things and we took our leave.
Yeah. Maggie on the staircase is talking to Rosen, and he said, "Yeah, they want us to leave. They called the authorities on us. We should go."
No. Shh, don't tell the other side. Yeah, let's go. Come on, everyone.
Oh.
Move along.
Yeah, Sila's gonna stand up and clearly annoyed and just not in a good mood anymore, is going to stomp past, and she's going to go to like the locker room or wherever that is, and she's going to get her things.
I'm gonna go with Sila. I want to check on my buddy.
Okay, so women's locker room, you're getting your things.
So,
Oh, I don't want to talk about it.
don't you though?
I am in a very, very bad mood.
Would you say you're feeling
Maggie?
icy?
I know you have a soft spot for Thrin, but this recent attitude that she's been copying has... I'm not really in a good place with Thrin right now.
Yeah, that was
I don't appreciate that she's going to yell at you and act like you're impulsive. You are impulsive, Maggie. I'm the first to admit it, that you don't think shit through, that sometimes your ideas are bad, but I support you in all that you do because you're my best friend.
Thank you.
And I don't appreciate that she's going to treat you like shit and tear you down and then do the same exact thing that you did.
I mean, it was like a disappointed thing, you know? It was like she was very disappointed in the situation. But yes, no, I am completely on your side. She should have waited until you were out of the tub.
I had it under control.
No, I know. Just magic, you know? It's,
I fucking hate magic.
Yeah. That's fair.
It causes more problems than it solves.
Hey, just, since we're all going to be together for a while, maybe, and, Maggie puts her hand on, Sila's shoulder. Just don't give her the cold shoulder, you know?
I'm going to fucking kill you.
I run away!
Yeah. Oddly enough, the scene outside the women's locker room is Gramelin like standing there with a towel, just like kind of blocking Thrin from coming in. And just like, I think they need to talk about some things. You know how this goes.
It's fine. It's completely understandable. Do you have a relaxing time before we were interrupted by assassins?
Not really, no. Honestly, this is just... It's not
But
a
you're
good
not
idea for me to
observing
get in...
people like that, though.
Oh, that part was fine, but I can't get into that hot bath. I don't want to know what that does to my physiology.
Really? Does the
I think
heat
it's very hard
bother
to
you?
concentrate. I don't know if it's so much bother me as much as like I can't relax too much, or maybe I'm going to turn into someone else.
Oh, what about cold?
That's
That's-
what I stuck with.
Okay, that's very fascinating. I'll keep that in mind.
And as Maggie runs out, like collides with Gramelin, probably.
Yeah.
I think it's probably okay for you
You
to go
bump
in
into
there
him
now.
and he drops the towel that he's holding in front of him.
And not because he's bumped, just because. Oh, okay, well.
I'm like turning my towel in case I need to towel whip someone, get her off me. And also like trying to dress. I think Maggie's clothes, like over the course of this, have been like cleaned up. Like you can actually see like they're very high quality. And obviously they've been repaired, I think, over our travels. So she just looks like it's like she got the oh, when was it? Like some kind of, what season of She-Ra was it? When Kadra gets her like cool asymmetrical arm thing.
mhm.
That thing? That's what it's like. It's hot.
Season 3?
Yeah, I think it's season 3. It's hot.
It's a good outfit level up. That's
Thank
good.
you.
Sila's gotten a new cape.
Oh,
But
yes.
Sila, as a bard, keeps a change of clothes. Of course she does.
Yes, she does.
She's still wearing like some harem pants, drop crotch pants, and like wedge boots, but like she's gotten a new cape that comes across and like it completely is like a shell over the corset that she wears.
Yes.
But that's her new outfit for season 2.
Thrin's dressed down a bit.
Wow.
She doesn't want to wear something that screams sorceress in
Or princess.
or princess in not super sorceress princess friendly territories. It's still nice. It's still very good quality. But it's less fancy. It's a little more utilitarian. Perhaps even a bit more Skelliger in fashion, like maybe because a lot of people are out of date on what Skellige fashion is like and stuff, or they're not completely aware because no one wants to go to Skellige hardly. I don't know why. Rude, I guess. But she's styled a bit more and in the fashion of the more utilitarian Skellige nobility stuff. So very nice, but not nowhere near Novigrad royalty level of nice.
So,
Lupa's pretty similar, but they don't have their gambeson anymore. 'Cause, actually, as they come out from being changed, well, at least we can go pick up our new equipment sooner rather than later.
So with that, we've got on the way out a spotlight on Rosent, who no longer has a Temerian guard uniform and is currently wearing like a black gambeson and like fitted black hose. So he's pulling like some Temeria black in the Redania area. So he's pretty understated. And Gramelin is wearing like a long, like it's like a robe type thing. Like it comes down to like leg level. And otherwise still looks like Lorenz. I think he's wearing something that's like a beige, like a light brown.
Yeah, when Silas sees Garmelin, she walks up to him and crosses her arms. Did we ever talk about who you're supposed to look like?
No, but you don't want me to change now, do you? There are a lot of witnesses.
We agreed it would be Connie or no one else.
Well, we agreed on so many things. I find it hard to keep track of them.
We didn't agree on anything else except you would look like Contralt.
No, you're right. I just didn't want to do it, all right? And look at this hair. Floating in the
If you're
bath.
Going to travel with us, you have to look like Contralt.
All right, well, this thing has a hood for a reason. When we go outside, I'll do a little change. But for right now, there's still people here.
Thank you, but listen, you have to follow our rules if you want to be in our group.
But there is an aesthetic if you are going to go
I
into
don't give a
bath.
fuck about your aesthetic.
I find that so hard to believe, knowing you.
Points at Cape.
I care about my aesthetic, Garmelin. I don't care about yours.
All right, fine, I believe that.
She just turns on her heel, and she's in such a salty mood right now.
So fair,
she's
so
being
incredibly fair.
so mad, and she just turns on her heel and walks off.
I imagine that on a good day, if Gramelin wanted to talk about outfits and so forth, Silo would be the one that he would go talk to.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
completely. Like they have so much in common, but
Mhm.
today she's just in such a bad mood. She got frozen. She's not happy.
Will never bothered me anyway.
So outside of the bathhouse, there's like a walk across the plaza towards the armorers that we're going to go see. And in this time, Gramelin puts up their hood or his hood and transforms into Contralt lookalike.
That, I don't like it. And I think I still don't like it. Like, I don't like that that's what was agreed upon, even though it was smart. I don't like it. Especially now that we are starting. I think even like Maggie's hair right now, air drying, is just like a little curlier than it usually is. So like they look even more related, and I don't like it.
That's very valid, though. So we're walking across the plaza to the armorers. This gentleman's name is Wim. And
Whim!
they
That's
have-
a great name.
Yeah, so they've got everything set up as like a very neat armorer's stall, and right now they're like just finishing the last of the rivets that goes into Lupa's gambeson. And they say, well, you couldn't have come any sooner or it wouldn't be ready, but I can say honestly, you should be able to take this and put it on now.
That's the bare minimum for armor. Yep.
Lupa like nods solemnly and surprised. It's no longer a gambeson because I had money to actually buy proper armor for once. Yeah, so Lupa now, instead of having just a raggedy gambeson, now actually has proper actually Redanian style armor. So that's actually now can slip on something that looks more substantial, and considering the area they're in actually blend in a little bit, at least from first glance, and also takes a new chain cloth, which Lupa had to request 2 slots at the top of the head so that their ears could fit through, because this is the life of somebody with with the doggo ears. Is that
Doggo.
and so they probably do slip it on to test out the fit. Probably it takes a little bit to like stick the ears through, because it's having some trouble getting through at first, because it pains.
Wim's the sort of person who wants to be hands-on and help someone fit armor. How does Lupa feel about that?
Lupa doesn't quite like that, but we'll go along with it. Especially, I think they're probably struggling to get the.
Yeah. So Wim's up there and like making sure things are good and like talking about like pinch and stuff like that. And everything seems to fit okay. Like there's enough room there, enough space.
Lupa,
So-
you look lovely.
Like doesn't know how to. It looks taken aback with the compliment.
I don't know
think.
how to take it either.
The new armor really fits you well.
Thank you. Thank you. Lupa's very. I think
And
the
it
ears are
smells.
doing this.
It smells loads better, Lupa. Like, I cannot stress that enough. I mean, so does mine. Mine smells a lot better too.
We all smell a lot better after
Yeah,
the bath, to be
yeah.
honest.
It's
Smell
very
like-
true.
Like yummy. I think Maggie, all that she had done to her stuff is she kind of like slips it on as like there are some kind of hidden steel bits in various places. Like we've got like shoulder, we've got like somewhere on the torso, legs, and she has a hood, and there's I don't even know how you would do that. with her hood, but there's something up there. Maybe it's under the hood. Somebody tries
Like
to.
chain underneath the hood.
Ooh, yeah. Hot. Hot.
Yeah, and I think Wim comes over and just like helps you with the straps, just like making sure things are like tight enough in the
Ooh.
back for you. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And they like dust their hands off on their apron. He says, "Okay, well, I mean that's it. Unless you want to get anything else, you should be all set."
Wim.
Yeah.
My fine fellow. Would you say I have a regal bearing to me? Like,
Oh, that was it. Yeah, definitely regal.
thanks.
Mhm.
Righto.
Can we get on the road now?
Yes, definitely. There was just, yeah, no, we can get on the road. She's
We have
like,
something to do, Maggie.
no. Mm-mm. She's just staring at Grimelin, who looks like Contralt.
Yeah, I think Scylla gets closer to Maggie and says, I know it's not the best option, but it's going to help us.
I don't know, I thought like the whole thing was like I killed him and then I was supposed to be able to forget about him, like he would no longer constantly be running through my head, revenge, kill Control, because I killed Control. And no, now he's just like a fucking ghost.
Well, you killed him. You should have the satisfaction of that.
No, I do. I know. I do. Yep.
It's better we have Contralt than a druid in these places, at least.
And do you really want your family that you're going back to see to know that you killed him so soon?
No, but I wouldn't tell them that. I wouldn't like lead with it. Hi, I'm your long lost niece. And then I wouldn't go like, oh, by the way, I killed your youngest son.
Well, they will see him and he can vouch for us. Look, let's just get to Novigrad. We can go find my family and we can get together, get our plans together, and we can go from there.
Okay.
So let's talk about this horse situation, because everyone has
Horses!
upgraded their having horses now too.
Yeah, we got horses.
We got 3 whole horses, right?
3 whole horses.
Yeah.
With 2 people per horse.
Right. So what is our horse situation? Who is with who?
I think
Grimelin
I'm
and...
with Grimelin
yeah.
because
Grimelin
I'm the
Rose.
one who tolerates him the most. 'Cause she actually doesn't mind Grimelin at all. She's fascinated. She's like, yeah, tell me more about like what goes on in there. People don't talk to you know. To
Probably
Poplars
Scylla
enough.
and Rosent. Do you want to ride with me, Maggie
Yes!
and Scylla? Okay, Maggie and
so
Scylla then.
Rosend and Lupa.
Yeah.
Rosent
They're
and
a great
Scylla and Lupa.
fighting team though. So
It's true.
Rosen keeps doing stealing the killing blows, and Lupa's just like, hey.
I can't
I mean, he's only going to live
believe...
so long. He's got to get them while he can.
Silent, I cannot believe you
Scylla probably tries to get on the horse with Rosent and sees Maggie's face and just like, oh, never mind. Sorry. I'll get on this horse.
Yeah, I get on the back probably. Wait, who's better at riding?
Oh, I have 0 riding,
Okay,
so...
I have 2, so I'll take it. I'll take the front.
I like that Rosent and Lupa can probably both actually ride, so we stick them on the horse together. But
I know. We did it by social dynamic, not by skill or competence
Yeah, why
at
would we
all.
do
What?
that?
We're not min-maxing this
I'm
thing.
trying
This
to
is for
remember
fun.
what Lupa's writing is, because I put things in there.
It's under reflexes.
3. I have 3 in there.
Nice.
And my reflexes are fucking high, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rosent and Lupa are also the ones who look like they're here for war too, with like the all black look that Rosent's pulling, and then also like Lupa wearing a lot more armor now. So that's
Yeah.
interesting.
I don't think Lupo wears the chain coif
Hmm.
on a regular basis. It's probably in the pack most of the time, just because that definitely a different look, and also says way more. I'm here to fight somebody, which is not the vibe they want to
Yeah.
go for right now.
Yeah, that's fair. So we are going from right here outside of Tredegor into Tredegor. So this is like a short, like an hour's ride. It's going to be like, you'll be there in the evening time. It'll be simple. So just like life goes by
No
on the
one
road.
believes you, Hans.
I have so nothing planned between here and there. It's great. I do have one scene planned, which is when Thrin is riding on the horse. Thrin, are you directing the horse or are you not directing the horse?
I ask Grimelin how good he is at horse riding.
He says, oh, frankly, I'm disgusted by them. I don't want to have anything to do with them, but I'll ride one.
You know, I feel that way about certain people sometimes.
Have
All
you seen
right,
the teeth?
they do have strange teeth. But yes, Thrin will steer the horse.
Okay. And Grimelin is behind
She's
you.
not terribly
and
good at it.
he's-
She's better at boats, but yeah. So he's got it's her in the front. He's got the around the waist because that's how you hold it. It's that'll look really
Yeah.
funny.
Yeah, and he's wearing this like long tan robe so that he can do quick changes if he needs to. But
Yeah,
he has
smart.
adopted a much darker skin color right now. He's looking like the blacksmith you all just saw, or the armorer, whose name is his face claim is Kwesi Amaya, and so he is now looking like a black person. He's got much darker hands, and he's like, I rather like them. Old
Strong.
and very personable. I could do personable.
I haven't seen you do personable. Usually you're so antagonistic.
It's true, but you know, I find that right now, Lorenza's not a good choice. Rosent is awkward because I don't want to do twins. That's just,
I
that's
can
a
imagine
trope.
that. Yeah.
And then additionally, the control thing is really, it's becoming disadvantageous.
Disadvantageous. Oh, because is Maggie looking at you
I
weird?
don't want to be stabbed.
Yeah, that's a very valid feeling. It's a good look. I'd keep it a bit. I doubt the blacksmith travels much.
Now, I'm giving it some thought. And he kind of does the morph thing and goes back to looking like control.
Mhm.
I have no other road scenes planned before we hit Tredegor. Does anybody else have things they'd like to do?
Just occasional chatting with Grimelin about like, oh, see that thing? What do you think about that over there? You know, just
Yeah. And
Quiet chit-chat.
Grimelin has a disdain for both human architecture and all forms of animal life. And
but how does he
basically
feel
is
about
all-
elven architecture? I'm sure we passed like a couple ruins of things.
That's a good question.
Because there's a
Good
lot of
question.
elven ruins in The Witcher.
Yeah, I think Grimelin in general is not impressed by things that people build. I think he thinks that everything looks kind of like gaudy and gauche, and it's like, why bother? You know, things last too long when you make them out of stone and stuff like that. But also does not think much of any form of animal life, and basically finds certain kinds of human males pretty, and that's about it.
Okay, interesting. The things you learn, the things you know.
So we are arriving in Tredegor. Tredegor has been described in the Witcher canon as being like a pretty boring city, but it has a castle. So like there's not a lot going on here. It's very understated compared to like Novigrad and Oxenford, which are very big Wardanian cities. Tredegor is the capital in the same way that like, you know, anyways, you get the idea. So with that, there's a fairly large castle out in the distance. There are some nice manor houses as you get closer to that. But here on the outskirts, it's like a middle-sized city. So lots of people, lots of sound, lots of people moving around doing their day. It's getting close to dinner time, so there's a lot of market activity. There's a lot of people moving around. Work is ending. We do have to have our first Witcher notice board as you ride into town.
Yes.
Yes.
So we do have that. Let me know if you want me to drop that as text or how. What do we think? How do we want to find out about our message board? I could just link you all a doc, or else you could just have it read to you.
I have no strong
about-
opinion.
How about reading out for now, and then after the session, just give us the
Yeah.
Get us
Avid
that
for
link.
Records.
That's good. This one doesn't have very much on it. So we've only got
so
4
excited.
things here
First
on
notice
this
board.
front. Yeah, this is the Tredegor road that goes to, I think it's called like Rinby, as we go out of Temeria. Let me check my map real quick. I think I got that right. Yeah, Rinby. So on this road that we've been on versus the Oxenfurt road that you might want to leave on, the board says first, a fine goat. For sale, my prized milking goat. She's given me a bucket of milk each morning, and there's none finer. 20 crowns. Notice 2. The drunken singer. I'm tired of your late night serenades. I need my sleep. Kindly stick your head in the horse trough. Number 3. Witcher wanted. My carriage disappeared on the road to Oxenfurt. The footman swears it was attacked by a monster. Recover it for a reward of 25 crowns. Number 4. Have you seen this woman? Reward for any information on the whereabouts of this woman, Scylla of Novigrad. Inquire at the Grain of Gold. A sketch of Scylla that's fairly flattering, mostly right, and without a feather.
Where is that? Inquire where?
The Grain of Gold.
When Scylla sees that, she takes a huge step back. And just like her face is red. And then she takes a step forward and she pulls the notice away from the board. She just yanks it down.
Yep.
That's unexpected.
I don't know. I'm not sure what you're talking about.
Read it again, Hans, aka.
Give me 1 second as I write something in chat. And now, here we go. So, have you seen this woman? Reward for any information on the whereabouts of this woman, Scylla of Novigrad. Inquire at the Grain of Gold.
I think we should stay very far away from whatever the Grain of Gold is. I think we should just go through Tredegor and continue on our way.
You're curious that why does someone have a wanted poster of you? What did you do?
It's not wanted per se, because there's no reward, so it's not like a proper wanted poster.
No, it's like a milk carton.
It is like a milk carton! Milk bucket thing.
People just paste
Yeah.
like shit onto the
Yeah.
Some milk bottles.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm very uncomfortable with this. She holds it up and just the picture beside her face.
The likeness isn't bad.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Are you, Grimellin says, are you kidding? That looks nothing like her at all.
Yes,
Didn't say
it
it was
does.
good. I
wrong?
said it
The
wasn't
nose is
bad.
wrong. Wow.
They always
Nose
get
is
the nose
always-
wrong.
The nose is always wrong. Oh, okay. So what if we sent one of you to the place and just inquired about what it might be?
You could even feed a false rumor.
It could.
Oh
it
yes, I saw them headed towards Dorian.
Yes.
I'll do it.
Maggie, you
Hope for
have
the
to
best.
be. You cannot give them a lead on where I am, though, at all. I don't know what this is.
Okay.
Maggie, I'm serious.
No, I know. Maggie's not smiling. Lauren's smiling at Maggie. Taking this very seriously.
She hands you the flyer, the notice.
Huh. Yeah. Wait, no, we should just not engage with it. We should not engage with it. But...
I sort of want to know what it's about.
Oh, okay, you want to know. Yeah, okay, got it.
But I can't go myself because
Right.
I'm on the notice.
Right.
Yes. Knowledge and information is
Yeah.
powerful.
Yeah, no, I'll do it. I got it. Got it.
Speaking of notice, how about we all make a real quick awareness check on this
Yay!
Yes,
My
please.
favorite! My favorite! 19.
Nice.
board. You're all so good at everything. I just want to
Thanks.
point out that you all, except I would say like Scylla gets it like a second later than everybody else, but you all noticed that the same way that Scylla tore this piece of paper off the nail, and there's like a little piece hanging on there behind the nail,
There
someone
more.
else has done this very recently with another piece of paper, because it looked like it was at one point over the goat notice,
Mhm.
and now there's just like a little hanging bit of paper there.
Hmm.
That's all. Just something's recently been removed.
Good to know.
Lupa's
don't-
gonna pluck the last bit of paper that was attached to Sila's notice
Okay.
off the nail.
We don't get anything out of this, even if we do. I mean, someone's looking for a witcher. That's 25 crown. That's very,
It's on the way, I believe.
very quick. Just find a cart.
Lupa looks at the goat one again and looks at the witcher one again, and is just slightly offended by how close
I just
in
I
price they are.
pat Lupa on the shoulder because I know what Lupa's thinking.
There's got to be some
There's a
sort
very
of like
fine
personal
goat.
contact address. If you need to go talk to this person and negotiate, you can handle that.
Mm.
Yeah.
What was the place on Sila's notice again?
Golden grain,
The grain of gold.
grain of
Grain of
gold.
gold.
So
Well,
close.
let's find the grain of gold, and I'll wait outside. And Maggie, you can go in and inquire.
Yeah. I'm ready.
Sila is noticeably nervous,
Mm-hmm.
taking very short breaths, like near panic attack.
Mm. Excellent.
Gromelin says, "Do you want someone else to go along as well?"
Not you.
Well, you could have Rosen go, but I have
Ugh.
talents.
Rosen
I
has
love the way he
talents.
says it.
Rosen has lots of talents. Gromelin, how could you be so forgetful of Rosen's many talents?
I don't think any of Rosen's talents are pretending to be other people and blending into a crowd. But it's fine. I'll stay with Lupa, as usual.
Definitely not as usual.
I love him so
You can
much.
stay with me, Garmelin. It'll be fine. You can keep me company.
All right, that's fine. That's fine. So, who is going into the Grain of Gold?
Me.
Would you like me to go with you?
Sure, yeah. No, you good at people.
Okay. The Grain of
This,
Gold.
this character has empathy. That's almost double what my other character has. So it's great.
So Maggie, how are you going to find it? Because you have all sorts of cool thief abilities.
Thief
are you going to
stuff.
fully wander the streets for casing the area, or are you just going to go and do like a streetwise?
I think.
Casing the area takes an hour or something.
Yeah, an hour. I mean, I don't think it would hurt to do case the area.
It's a good long-term investment, right?
Yeah, if we're gonna do something around here, it probably wouldn't hurt. So, yeah. I think I, tell them I'll have, a look around beforehand. Before, heading there, so that they're not like, where is she?
Okay. So we're in a city, so you got to make a 20 here.
Hey!
Which you easily did. Look at that.
Whoa! A 20! Yay!
So you're getting a good handle on Tredegor. It's a big, sprawling city. Nothing's too tall. Nothing's too fancy. It's a lot better than Dorian, but on the other hand, it's not Novigrad.
Mhm.
So, yeah, we're just getting to be. You get to look around. You get to see some stuff. You find the Grain of Gold. It's in a fairly bad neighborhood. Not
Mhm.
bad like run down, just like it is in a working class on the lower end neighborhood where the area has some rough spots. Nothing that you're gonna have to watch out for too hard for you, but yeah, it's definitely a very well-worn kind of tavern.
Mm.
So let's see, any other stuff you find right away? I mean, you see a couple interesting things. There's going to be some clothier shops you could check out later. There's something going on with a board about what people are wearing. Like there's some sort of, not like a fashion contest, but some sort of small fashion beef going on.
Oh,
Yeah.
fancy.
And are you going to loop into the noble district, like the nicer manor houses or anything like that?
Yes.
Okay, so you have also discovered the Vol Manor as you like casually walk around, and
Twit.
it does not look great.
Mm.
It's like kind of long and low, and then it has one tower out in the front that has kind of like the onion dome, and it does not look like it's in the best shape. The left side of the Vol house looks like it's kind of running down, and there's actually a small break in the roof, and there's like some discoloration on the walls. And then the right side where the tower is looks totally fine and like it's been lived in. There's even like some towels airing out of the window.
Not what I expected there.
So now that you're familiar with Tredegor, we find the Grain of Gold, which is a small, like I said, kind of run-down two-story tavern. The sign out front shows like a blowing stalk of barley with like all the grain just like spilling down. And it looks like it used to have shiny paint on it. It doesn't anymore.
All right. I
So
think
this is you and Thrin.
yeah. I think
Okay.
the approach is probably to ask the barkeep. It is a tavern,
Mhm.
right? I didn't just make that up.
It is a tavern.
Okay.
You did not make that up. Yeah.
Yeah. I'll bring the
Okay.
poster with me. I brought the poster with me.
So when the door opens, there's like that yeasty, hoppy smell of Redanian lager. And as you walk up towards the counter, there's a lady there who's got like black hair. It's pulled back and it looks real messy, like she's been running around for a while. She has a smoky eye, but also like a very tired look.
Mm-hmm.
And she just like dusts her hands down the front of her apron as you walk up to the bar and says, "What do you need?"
I'm looking for whoever posted this notice.
She looks at it, immediately recognizes it without artifice, and says, "You can, if you've got information, you can hand it to me, and I'll give you the reward."
So did you post it?
No,
Who posted it?
she just puts her hand on the bar and says, "What are you offering?"
I might know where this lovely, just like gorgeous, like fox of a woman was last seen.
No, I mean, you want to know who's asking me to collect information.
Oh, you
right?
want crowns?
Someone else is shouting at the far end of the bar. She goes, "Hold on," and she walks over there and like starts slopping a couple loggers on the counter.
It's
They
a
want-
typical bribe.
I don't know. I've got like 180
You're
on
supposed
me.
to know these things.
Oh
I've
yeah,
got a
I
lot
know.
of
Wait,
work.
no, I know what a typical bribe is. What's a typical bribe?
What do you think would be good in this case? We know a goat is 20 crowns, so I would say somewhere between
A
0 and
goat.
20 crowns would be pretty good.
An incredibly fine goat.
Yeah.
An incredibly fine goat. That seems a little overpriced for a goat, but it also wouldn't surprise me because goats are incredibly useful. So
I would like to point out in the general gear chart on page 94 of the PDF, your hot baths you all took just cost you 16 crowns each.
Good to know.
no, it's fine.
It's
So
fine.
just,
Good.
you know, a goat's only a little bit more than taking a bath.
It's a spa day. It's not just a bath. You can get a bath anywhere.
I'll give her 10 crowns when she comes back.
I'll put
Okay.
another 5 on top
Yeah.
of that just to sweeten the deal.
All right. So in terms of like beers, that would have been like 10 beers or like either of you getting 2 good meals. So
Mm.
that's real good. Or
Yeah,
both of
yeah.
you getting 2 good meals.
Nice.
So
Mhm.
she just like takes the 10 crowns. She goes, "Okay, yeah, there's someone staying here and they asked me to collect the information."
Say that again? I did not.
One of the
absorb
people who stays here at this tavern
Oh.
asked me to collect the information.
it. Yeah. Who, are they here now?
She's like reaching down and like pouring you a big bowl of like a barley soup. It's like a big thick barley soup
Yeah.
with pork hanging out of it. She just like
Ooh.
puts it on the counter, and then she like pours you a couple beers.
If,
She's like,
if
"Look, you don't
Maggie
have to
looks
eat it,
disgusted
but-"
by it, Thrin will be like, "Oh man, this is almost like comfort food from home." Skellige is
Yeah.
not known for their elegant cuisine.
Yeah.
So-
Maggie doesn't turn down food.
She's just like putting the food on the counter. She's like, yeah, just don't look it right away. And just up there on that upper landing, over your shoulder, looking down at you, it's the guy with the sideburns.
Do you have a name? Good soup.
Constantine.
What? Sorry, I was slurping.
Constantine.
I know who that is, right, Sila?
I don't know who he is.
Oh, okay. Cool.
And we'll when after like eating some soup, I'll turn on the chair a bit towards
Yeah.
Maggie with the beer, and glance up to look for sideburns.
Okay. And I
Yeah.
need to figure out what skill this is that we're using. Are we using deceit? Is that what we're using? To try to get a look at somebody without getting caught?
I'm down with that.
I think it's gonna be deceit, unless you have an argument here for something else.
What if I want to get caught?
Oh yeah, you can just look at him if you want to do that.
Yeah, but I don't want to just stare at him because Thrin has very little deceit or subtlety or stealth. So she's gonna go for the checking out. Like, look. So I would like to roll seduction if he catches me staring at him.
I don't think we've ever turned down rolling seduction in this case.
No, we haven't. I'll roll deceit.
That's very wise. Please do. But Thrin can't not look.
16.
All right, and I'm gonna make one general human perception roll for this person.
Yeah.
Canst he be seduced?
19.
Nice.
Ooh, I did not do great. Well, so this person, they're kind of a tall, gangly man. They have a bald head. They're like reddish ginger hair,
With
kind of pulls back and feathers around the sides. Yeah, they've got sideburns, and they have a large, kind of pronounced forward-jutting nose. And they're looking down over their beer, over the railing, down towards the lower level where you all are, just kind of like looking like this. So they have like a real shifty look, to be frank.
Oh no.
In terms of seduction, Thrin, you make eye contact, and the vibe is not good.
Yeah, I kind of do like the coy look away thing.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, he caught me looking at him. And then I just
And-
don't look back again.
That's good. And
What
then
does he
Maggie, of
look
course,
like?
is not caught at all.
Yeah, no, I'm drinking
So the
my
face
soup.
going here is David Uri. So again, yeah.
Huh.
I sent
he
a
looks
picture in the
Ah.
chat.
Hmm.
Interesting. Interesting.
Yeah. I think that's a pretty good version of what I was looking for. I think most of my references have had no beard, but we're good. Maybe we'll split the difference. Have I seen this guy without a beard, or did I just imagine? No, I
Oh,
imagined his beard.
no. There's
That's my fault.
in Grey's Anatomy, he had no beard.
Okay.
Oh.
There we go. Yeah, that's the one I was looking for.
Hmm.
So yeah, definitely not anyone that Sila has met before, and kind of shifty, but at least clean. Right now, he is at least clean looking.
Clean and shifty, just like I like him.
Like me. I'm clean and shifty right now.
That's damn straight.
Thanks
You
to the
like
bats,
it.
yeah.
You just said it. So,
Yeah, this
yeah.
is
It's just
just
how it is
wasn't
now.
sarcasm at all.
So he's doing the thing where his fingers are like this over
Uh-huh.
a tankard of lager, and he's
Oh,
looking down at
mhm.
you all.
Just take a big swig of my beer.
Yeah, he's probably more generally looking at the room, like casing the joint, aka Maggie style, than he is specifically looking at the two of you.
I'm gonna head up there.
Oh, okay, sure.
Do you
So
want me
you
to
walk
follow
up the
you?
staircase to the upper level. His attention turns, of course, because now you've entered his domain.
Thrin
and he
stays
sees
at
you as
the
you come up.
bar unless
Yeah,
Maggie
whatever you
keeps
want.
doing it.
Whatever you think is good.
Yeah.
So
I can
Maggie,
be a
you walk
distraction
up,
downstairs if I need to be.
and he's looking at you now and takes a sip of his lager and puts it back down. So
Hi.
you look like you know what you want.
You know what? That is something that I say about myself too. No one believes me, but thanks. So I heard you're the one looking for information on this person.
Go ahead and take a seat.
Sure. I sit like Will Riker from Star Trek. Turn the chair, spread out.
So you
Maggie
want to
sits.
find out about Sila of Novigrad. Got it. Okay. So he just puts a coin purse on the table and says, "So what kind of information have you got?"
Might know where she was seen last, like in the last fortnight or so.
Okay, that's good.
Why,
that?
do you know why someone's looking for her? I've seen her
yeah.
perform, so just curious if she's gotten in with a bad crowd.
No, I think that's even better. That's definitely what I want. Yeah, so I'll pay you 20 crowns for that.
Right, but like, why are you looking for her?
I see what you're saying. I'll pay you 25 crowns for that.
Is he being just a douche, or is he like creepily doing that?
Oh, that's a good question.
Like
okay, so vibe
magically,
check.
or yeah, vibe check, vibe check,
Vibe
vibe
check.
check, vibe check.
Okay, I'm trying to see if you've got any cool criminal abilities we need to
I
use
have
here.
so
and I
many
don't think
cool.
so.
No, I have weak spot, but that doesn't really help. I don't think.
When you decide that you're going to, I mean, maybe, depending on what you're doing to him.
It'll basically just give me like an intimidate bonus.
I think it's, yeah.
It's
if you
identifying
want
their
to do
most
that-
valued possession is what it's phrased as, or person.
Yeah. So if that's what you want, that's something we can do.
Yeah, why not?
Okay.
Reroll. I knew it was gonna be a fumble. I knew it. I knew it before I clicked it. I knew it. I knew it. We're re-rolling.
Okay.
Re-rolling. We're re-rolling. Just gonna. 19. That's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Handily beating this person. So one thing you notice is that the way this person's dressed, they're wearing like a necklace that goes down into their shirt,
Mhm.
and the chain is gold. It looks like it's very like nicely taken care of gold. And if you had to guess from the way things have shifted around a little bit, he's wearing a religious symbol.
Can I see what it is?
Yeah, it looks kind of like a fire. He's got like a little fire thing going.
Why is he looking for silent?
I'm real glad I stayed downstairs.
Me too. Right, no, the price is not an issue. I'm just curious because, like I said, I was a fan of her work, so I'm just wondering, you know, why are you looking
I
for?
do a lot of, I do a lot of jobs like this. This is just finding someone for somebody else.
Ooh, who's
very
looking
basic
for her?
stuff.
Like, this is gossipy. Tell me, who's
Okay.
looking for her?
Okay, 30 crowns is as high as I can go right now.
Listen, but like, price not issue. I'm just looking for some fucking gossip. I've been on the road a while, you know?
I understand, but this is what they pay me for in the first place, is to get information and not give information.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. So 30 crowns is what you said last, so we're gonna go with that.
Okay.
So, a fortnight ago she was in Dorian, headed toward Aiden.
Okay. Reaches into the bag, counts out 30 crowns on the table. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Does he believe me?
Great question. Let's do you doing a deceit and him doing a human perception.
Okay.
Oh my, look at this. Okay,
Roll
let's see how bad this got.
28.
28. As far as we know, it's gone super good, as we can see by all of these numbers.
Awesome.
So yeah.
Okay, I leave then, and I go back downstairs with my purse fuller than when I entered. That's how I like it.
And now you can buy 1.5 coats. It's great.
I have 184 crowns because I didn't chip in for the horses, Hans.
Well, that's fair
I still
too.
have over 1,000 and I chip.
Shut up.
I just want to confirm that we're going to buy this goat before you leave Tredagor. That's all I know.
We're probably getting the goat.
I've always wanted a nice goat.
A fine goat.
Gold rhymes with bold.
Goat and boat.
I wanted a goat on a boat for ages.
Goat on a boat. I
I'm so glad I
leave.
added this to
I
yesterday.
like
Like a
wink
fox
at.
in socks.
I wink at Thrin. I don't go back by her. I just leave.
Uh-huh, yeah. Okay. I'm definitely gonna finish Baggy's soup that she didn't eat.
I
and
drank
then I'll
some
follow.
of it sloppily.
You drank some of it, but not all of it. I'm gonna finish it. It was good. She's hungry.
It's
Choose
not
magic.
particularly good,
It's
but it
hungry
is
work.
soup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
magic's hungry work, okay?
Sounds delicious.
And
Yeah.
so she'll eat the soup, and that way the timings spread a little bit too. And then she'll go outside and she'll leave a crown as a tip too. 2 crowns as a tip for the bartender.
The bartender comes over and takes those crowns so fast that you would think that it was some sort of preternatural skill. It's just like gone off the table. Your dishes are down.
Mm-hmm.
It's good.
Then I'll meet Maggie outside.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So has anything been going on while all of this was going on? What
Yes,
did
that's my
everybody else get
horse's
up to?
name.
I think Scylla has been wherever, like her and Lupa and Rosen and
Carmelin?
Gramelin. I literally, the name just left me. Oh my
So
god.
There's so many names in this game.
Gramelin have been holed up. Scylla has been pacing back and forth nervously, like wringing her hands together in front of her, just mumbling to herself about who it could be. And she's just been mumbling back and forth, like, having a conversation with herself.
I'm gonna guess that you're avoiding somebody.
Well, aren't we all?
Fair enough, but I haven't seen you in a state like this ever.
Well, I am usually very proud of my ability to avoid my past, but I guess it's maybe come to bite me in the ass finally.
Well, you're walking right back into your home kingdom.
I know, but I didn't think. The reason I'm with Maggie is because I ran away from a man who I was supposed to marry. It wasn't that he was a bad man or anything like that. I just didn't want to get married. I'm not exactly the marrying sort. Being tied down isn't exactly my idea of a good life. I like to adventure. I like to see the world. I like to tell my stories and sing my songs. And he wanted me to be a housewife and raise children, and he didn't exactly take to the idea that that wasn't what I wanted. So I faked my death and ran.
I think Lupa like does the. Well, that
I made a mistake though. I only faked my death for him.
and nobody else.
Everyone else knew I was alive, and the news got out. He wasn't exactly happy.
I don't. Well,
Hindsight's 2020, right?
sure, yes. Well, I guess that we're going to be keeping our heads low as much as possible then.
I'm sure that my parents have figured it out by now. They were always my biggest support in not marrying him, even though they arranged the marriage. I know that sounds complicated, but
Lupa's ears do the what?
I promise when I put up a fit about it, they tried to get me out of it, but Eldon was very, once he gets his hands on something, he sort of sticks to it.
Sounds like a lovely person.
He was fine before the whole marriage thing.
Alright, so, avoiding magic, Malvin, avoiding your ex-fiance, and marching right into potentially some family stuff with Maggie. all
And
in one
avoiding
go.
people who hate magic users.
Well, that's just business as usual.
That's true.
Alright.
Just another regular day for us, right?
Just normal stuff. So we're gonna have just like a fade out. This is gonna be kind of like a gentle exit for today for our story. We are going to Novigrad. It's going to happen. We will be there someday.
Yeah.
But right now we're just letting things kind of like fade out in Tredicor. And as Maggie and Thrin have walked off away from the Grain of Gold, we get a shot of the door of the tavern opening, and this person that we've just met, Constantine, is walking out, and you see him pull a hat like low over his head. And as the door just like gently closes, he starts walking off into the dark. And we'll end there for today.
We're tailing him.
I heard you in chat, so yeah.
I'm
so
tailing
apparently we'll see what
farther
else does
behind.
It's a staggered tail.
Yeah, because I'm not stealthy, but I can follow Maggie maybe.
that. Yeah. So we'll settle that next time.
Yeah.
I also want to buy apples and sugar cubes for Glucifer because I want him to love me.
Yeah, we're naming our horses, and eventually the goat that we buy.
We gotta
Yes.
buy a goat now.
Gotta buy the goat.
Yeah.
We got 30 free crowns for false info. We gotta buy the goat. Gotta get the goat.
Yep. You right.
All right. That will do it for episode 1 of season 2.
We done it! Oh, giveaway winner.
Yes. Can you pull that giveaway
oh,
winner?
damn. Yeah. Yeah,
Wow.
you can.
Oh, we go through our end of session stuff as always. Let's go around and see our lovely people. Tell us who they are, where they can find them, all that good stuff. Let's go over first to Hans. Hi, Hans. I'm picking on you first.
Hey, that's cool. I'm Hans. I'm here. I will be here next week. I also will be on the Twitter if you find me on Twitter. That's everything I need. I'm just having fun playing with everybody again.
Yay!
Yay! All right, and let's go over to Lindy.
Hey, that's me. I loved playing Thrin, and I like her horse Glucifer because it's a great horse name. And you can find me online at Laugh Love Lindy, Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, etc. I'm great at naming things. And you can find me on TT2KB tonight playing Zweihander for the first time. I'm excited about it. You can also find tomorrow on Monday on my channel. We normally have Mondays in Exandria, but we finished season 1. So between seasons 1 and 2, we're playing a quick game of Dread. I believe it's a 3 or 4 part game of Dread. So
Nice.
I'm very excited about that. And we've got Nuggetosaurus DMing. So we're swapping out some DM stuff. It's going to be super cool, super fun. And then we'll be back to regular Ravenloft on Tuesday.
Yay! And let's go over to Katie.
I'm KT. You can find me on the internet at KatieFace. You can find me playing games on Off the Table, off_the table on Twitter and Twitch. That's where I am through the week. And this was so much fun. I'm so glad we're back. I loved our bathhouse fight. I loved everything about it. I cannot wait for more. I love this game so much. I look forward to it through the week. And yeah, I'm just glad we're back.
Yay! All right, Lauren, let's do personal stuff real quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm Lauren. I'm That Salty Ginger over on Twitter, in case you didn't know. I'm here every Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and soon Tuesday. I mean, we're here for Tuesday playing games. But secrets, announcement soon.
Yeah.
And otherwise, I have something really cool coming up in August, and I can't wait to talk about it. I'm getting pretty hard, and I'm really excited. But that will be announced shortly. That's it for me.
Yeah. And I'm Kiana. Y'all can find me over on Twitter at KianaS. Best way to figure out what I'm doing. Both the internet, doing all sorts of role-playing things, whether that's streaming, writing, shouting to the void. I'm mostly just here, though, doing our regular shows. Our Tuesday thing, which is coming up real shortly, the only thing I'll hint, because I gave the hint to yesterday's show, is that it is a TTRPG thing. It's a very, very new system, and I'm going to be GMing something for the first time in over a year on the stream for a long-term weekly series. So that's going to be really exciting. We'll be announcing that in the next couple weeks or so. But yeah, channel stuff. Of course, want to give a shout out to our wonderful sponsors, Roll20. virtual tabletop of choice. We're part of the Spotlight program, which highlights all sorts of indie creators in the TTRPG space. Please go check out the both Roll20 and the other Spotlight creators, because they're really awesome, cool stuff out there. As well, actually, speaking of that, Lauren and I are going to be on Tuesday.
Yes.
We're going to be on the inaugural Roll20 Indie Spotlight series. We're going to be playing Zombie World with lovely people B and Victoria from the Broadswords, as well as Mark Truman from
Magpie.
So we're really, really awesome. Please go check that out. As well, other sponsors, Artel Starring Games for supporting us and for helping us do giveaways and all that stuff. They made the official Witcher system. They're really awesome people, and you can go check them out on Twitter and on their storefront. Start playing yourself. It's a great system. It's real
so
fun.
fun.
Other things, Dice Envy, our choice of physical click-clacks, wonderful dice, really awesome,
Gonna
cool
get
stuff
you.
there.
I'm gonna
and
get you. I'm gonna get it.
You'll get it eventually.
Ah!
And you get physical dice, and you can get 10% off if you use our code SALTSWEET, all capital word. And of course, our final sponsor is Guild and Coffee Co., which is Grinding Coffee Co., which is our new sponsor. Got some cool coffee. That's great for charity.
It's delicious.
And
It
delicious.
is straight up delicious because I used to not finish my coffee all the time in the morning, and I finish it all now.
Hell yeah. So please go check them out and use our referral link and the code SALTSWEETGAMES to get a discount and to help us. Speaking of that, we pay for everything out of pocket here for Salt Sweet Games. So we appreciate everyone for supporting us, whether that's by doing things through affiliate links or through donating and subbing. All helps to keep the lights on here so we can keep making cool stuff for you. It literally just goes right into the channel so we can keep doing production. And we're buying character art really soon, so kind of helps us that way. Of course, ever miss an episode or want to rewatch one, go to our YouTube channel. We've got our VODs that are regularly uploaded there. I'll be making a new playlist for season 2 of The Witcher, so you can easily go and access it there. Of course, follow us on Twitter to find out when we go live, whether for a regular series, for one-shots, or for random video game streams that we like to do at random points of the week, because that's when we're not. We're going to go raid Jess JG, our lovely friend, so please stick around and chat. Spam that hype emote if you got the hype. Otherwise, just spam some hearts for love from us at Salt Sweet Game. We'll be back next week for this again. Super excited to be back. And we'll see y'all later, friends.
Right. Wave bye, everybody. Goodbye.